I just have this feeling.
Look, I have a feeling too, okay? I have a feeling that you should not be messing around with Crane's secrets like this.
I told you, I'm not gonna use the card.
Thanks. Hey, we'll meet you down at the car, okay?
Okay, sure. Look, you're pushing this way too far this time, okay? Just put the card back in the trash, please.
Wait, I'm only keeping this card as a souvenir for Ethan. Now, it's no big deal. Come on.
It is a big deal, Teresa. I think there's big trouble ahead for you and Ethan, and the more secrets you keep now, the worse it's gonna be for your future.
The truth is, Grace, I do have a secret that I've kept from TC.
Oh. Well, still, I'm sure your secret can't be as bad as the one that Sam kept from me.
Well, I'm afraid it is.
Oh, come on, you, Eve? I don't believe that.
Just like Sam was involved with someone before he met you, I was involved with someone before I met TC. A man that I met when I lived in Boston.
But I thought...
What, that I was perfect? No, Grace. Oh, far, far from it.
Still, your circumstances had to be different. I mean, at least TC doesn't have to see this man all the time, like I had to see Sam and Ivy together. I mean, at least he's not being made a fool out of every day.
You are so wrong, Grace. Sam's secret and my secret are very much alike.
But you said you met this man in Boston.
I did, but he lived in Harmony, and he still does.
Oh.
I'm not involved with him, Grace. I haven't been since I met TC. But I still see him in town. And so does TC.
Eve. Who is this man? Who is this man that you were involved with?
God help me. It was Julian Crane. I had an affair with Julian Crane.
You see, only 3 people are allowed into the archives, Sheridan. Father, myself, and Make that 2 people in light of Ethan's new non-Crane status.
I'm a Crane too. Why can't I look in the family archives?
Because they contain such sensitive information. Barring you from the archives protects not only Crane interests, but you yourself.
Oh, really? How?
Well, it's really quite simple. If you were allowed into the archives, some very unscrupulous people might be interested in what you saw there. You could be at risk for kidnapping. After being targeted for murder by a drug cartel, are you really so up for another round of jeopardy?
We're Cranes, Julian. The wealthiest family in the world. We are all constantly at risk for being kidnapped. I really don't think I'm going to be targeted just because I went looking for my mother's diaries.
Sorry, sister dear, I can't risk it.
Just get a court order to get in the archives.
Well, that's highly unlikely given the Cranes helped elect every judge in the state.
Oh, you listen.
Louise, stop. Look, it isn't worth it. I'll just call the family lawyers and together we'll find out what happened on my mother's diaries.
Well, they're in those archives. And Julian's feeble act's a dead giveaway.
Louise is right, Julian. You handled that like the bungling idiot you are.
Well, they're gone, aren't they? Request denied. That's the end of it.
No, Julian. Thanks to you, Sheridan and Louise are convinced the family archives are chock full of secrets.
They are. Including the big one we never mention.
Precisely. And after the way you handled your sister and Louise, not only must we worry about breaking them apart, we have to worry about Martin Fitzgerald's son finding his way into the family archives. Nice work, Julian. Because of your ineptitude, the Crane Empire is now one step closer to annihilation.
Reese, have you found anything on the internet that could help rescue Charity?
No, nothing yet. I'm still looking.
Father Lonigan was right about hell. The lies, the deceptions facing me were horrible. And looking for Charity was even worse. Believe it or not, I was even trapped in water for a while.
There's water in hell?
It led me to the evil that was keeping Charity.
What form was the evil, Miguel?
It was a witch, Father. A cruel, heartless witch. I'll never forget her face. She had these big, mean eyes and eyebrows like a Vulcan and this long, crimped hair.
Miguel's describing Hecuba.
I found it! I've got a way we can save Charity.
How, Reese?
Okay, it says here that the person who loves Charity the most, that's you, Miguel, has to go to the evil that first trapped her into hell.
What do you mean, go to the evil?
You have to find the witch's lair and destroy it.
If that's what I have to do, then I'll do it. I'll do whatever it takes to save Charity.
Dios.
Wait, there's more. There's a warning. You'll be risking your life by doing so.
I pretty much figured that, Reese.
If you do die, you and Charity spend the rest of eternity in hell.
I still can't believe what Pilar and the kids told us.
Well, Father Lonigan did back them up. Strange things have been happening around here lately.
Yeah. Then why is everything in Charity's closet normal except for those scorch marks?
Beats me.
Maybe the cloud that everyone saw downstairs was some kind of strange condensation. The lightning could have been a short circuit caused by the dampness.
But what about the demons that Pilar and the kids said they saw in the cloud?
Look, I don't know. Maybe everyone was so upset about Charity missing that the shape in the cloud looked like demons to them.
You know, Sam, I do believe in demons. Only in the flesh and blood variety, like the Cranes. They're the worst of any mythical demon out there. At least in the Bible, goodness can always stop evil from hell. But here on Earth, nothing can stop the evil of a Crane. They will destroy everything they touch.
I was so touched by Julian when I first met him. I like to think that he was different then, you know, that he was kinder, he was more gentle and decent. They're just qualities that Alistair just crushed out of him when he broke Julian's spirit. And left just the empty wretch of a man that you see today.
So you really cared for Julian?
Yeah. I was young, and I was struggling, and Julian, he made me feel safe and special. He showered me with all kinds of attention. He took me to all sorts of glamorous places. And he bought me all sorts of beautiful and expensive things. Everything that a man can do to impress a woman, Julian did. And before I knew it,